Is your plan to halve inflation working, Prime Minister?
Is the Prime Minister about to block pay rises for public sector workers?
What do we want? Fair pay. When do we want it? Now.
It's a standoff that has caused strikes and rising tensions between unions and ministers over months. Now Number 10 is considering recommendations from independent pay review bodies and won't say whether they'll step in if they think they're too high. What Rishi Sunak and his Chancellor have said repeatedly, though, is that keeping down inflation is the priority, and rising wages could put that at risk.
It's not about economics. There's just no evidence that public sector pay is driving inflation. In fact, our public sector workers have seen their pay fall in real terms for over a decade.
But many Conservative MPs believe the government's approach will pay off in the end.
The Prime Minister has very, very difficult decisions, but this is probably his most difficult decision. And he's fully seized of it. As Chancellor, he's got his mind all over the numbers. As I say, we learnt from the 70s and the 90s that once this domestic inflation gets embedded, it's very difficult to get rid of, and it affects everybody.
And he made his position clear once again this week, saying that whilst pay offers need to be fair, wage price spirals are not going to help anybody. But does this mean the Prime Minister could go as far as overruling the independent pay bodies?
I would be pretty concerned if they actually chose to overturn in any significant way. I think there's a middle course, which is accept but don't fully fund. Which means they will look for efficiencies from departments.
It's just another problem looming over Number 10 and a Prime Minister determined to put the economy first, whatever the cost. Liz Bates, Sky News, Westminster.